Yes, welcome to Bikes with Rye and thank you for clicking on my video. Now let's talk about the 2021 Yamaha R7 that has just been officially announced. And before we get into it, I just want to mention that it has been causing somewhat of a heated discussion, and I get it. How can this new parallel twin powered R7 bear the same resemblance as that of the legendary 2002 Yamaha R7? Well, it just doesn't, does it? The new R7 isn't even close to offering that of the 2002 model, let's be honest. The 2002 R7 was a race homologation motorcycle and limited to 500 units, which means it was only sold to the public so Yamaha could race the bike in World Superbike. With a 749cc inline 4 producing in the region of 160 brake horsepower, an Öhlins suspension front and back, attached to an aluminium frame, this was an expensive, serious bit of kit and with a sole purpose to win on the racetrack. It cost £22,000 new, but if you were lucky enough to find one second hand today, you can expect to pay north of £35,000. So what the hell is Yamaha thinking with this new R7 then? Is it supposed to be as good as the original R7, or how about a direct replacement to the discontinued R6? Let me explain. Super sport bikes over the past 5 or more years have not been selling. Don't you notice that the super sport bikes that you typically see on the road are all around 10-year-old? The reason for this is due to the fact that the super sport class has become too track focused. The screaming 600cc inline 4s that we all know well enough require a capable rider to properly enjoy them on the road. I actually owned a 2010 Yamaha R6, and whilst I loved it, I could absolutely understand why the nature of that bike would not appeal to the masses. You see, the 600cc super sports are hardcore, buzzy machines that you really need to ride them like you stole it to get the best of them on the road. Not only this, but there is also this culture where riders seem to skip the super sport bikes and go straight to the heavyweight super bikes, but it's part due to an age thing. Motorcyclists are getting older, and the older rider doesn't exactly want to be riding around on a razor sharp 600 screamer, but all their mates are on liter bikes. It's an ego thing. And this is where the new R7 comes into play. Yamaha are offering an affordable super sport machine for the younger, less experienced rider to actually enjoy on the road without having to squeeze out 16,000 RPM while hitting the bump stops for a bend. The new R7 shares the same engine from the ever so popular MT-07, pushing out a friendly 72 brake horsepower from its torquey 689cc parallel twin. Yamaha have fettled with the engine to set it apart from the MT-07 using new ECU, new air intakes, a revised exhaust and fresh fuel mapping, which should combine to deliver a more responsive but controllable throttle. Importantly, Yamaha claim the riding position has been designed to be sporty yet adaptable, so it shouldn't deliver wristgate in the first 20 minutes. To my knowledge, the weight hasn't been announced yet, but there is no doubt that with this skinny motor and narrow bodywork, this is going to be a lightweight road bike. I also love the looks. The blue and black fairing with the blue wheels really makes it stand out. There is a single LED headlight recessed into the MotoGP style intake, which I think must be my favourite feature. The frame is basically the same tubular steel design of that used on the MT-07 too, but the R7 gets fully adjustable front forks to include adjustable preload, rebound and compression. This bike is really going to appeal to guys in their 20s and even their 30s. Yamaha are claiming a UK price of around £8,000, which to add is significantly cheaper than that of the Aprilia RS660, which it is competing with. Then we consider the cost of insurance and the running costs too. And it all starts to make sense what Yamaha are trying to do here. So whilst all of you on social media who would never have even purchased the original R7, or the R6 in fact, continue to complain about the latest R7 specs or lack of, Yamaha are not selling this bike to you. Could Yamaha have named it something else like the MT-07R rather than the R7? Well, I think what you might find is that this is a new path of motorcycle for Yamaha. Could we also see an MT-09 powered R9 in the future too? Anyhow, the MT-07 is hugely popular for Yamaha, so there is no doubt you'll see loads of the new R7 on the road. So look out for a future review from myself. I'm excited to ride this bike, and that's all from me guys. I just wanted to provide some food for thought on this, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please whack the like button, and I'll see you in another video soon. See you later.